It's only when you try to push the throttle pedal through the bulkhead that you're subjected to the droning racket our very own Anthony French Constant describes as bovine in its oral pleasures. But at least there's more meaningful accelerative progress available than before. That said, the 2.0-litre we're driving here is incredibly smooth and quiet compared with its more conventional rivals. It's not exactly what you'd call quick though, as the 10-sec amble to 62 miles per hour attests. Don't bother with the 1.6 unless you don't do motorways, because the fuss it makes to hit 70 miles per hour really does beg a belief. Purists might actually miss the lack of classic Subaru warble here, as we did when a WRX drove past. But alas, it's been ironed out in the name of refinement with extra engine mounts and a more rigid block. And a good job has been done in honing the XV's manners. Not only is the cabin nicely hushed at speed, but the ride quality is excellent. The chassis team have done a great job, so while it's a fraction firm, every single jolt is absorbed and addressed individually by the passive dampers, so you lose the jiggling sensation all too many adaptive setups exhibit. We'd pick this over rear springs and their incessant choppiness any day. Is this just another SUV that doesn't work off-road? No, but it was never thus. Subaru is an engineering company known for its product's toughness and terrain-tackling talents, so the XV is no exception. It boasts fundamentally decent specs for heading off the asphalt. Its approach and departure angles, 18 and 29 degrees respectively, are good enough to handle hills almost as steep as a Land Rover can, and the clever hill descent speed control system is superior in its ease of use. You see, while many rival systems require the driver to make speed adjustments using the cruise control buttons, the Subaru system is far simpler. Once you've stopped and selected X-Drive mode, available below 20 miles per hour only, and come to a stop on the steepest angle, you just modulate your speed using a combination of brake and throttle pedals, the CVT locking its clutches to effectively simulate a locking differential. The car keeps everything constant and predictable, and what's more, it's smoother than many competitor setups too. The symmetrical all-wheel drive system obviously shines in these sorts of situations. There is always torque going to both axles, with up to 50% able to divert backwards when slip is detected at the front. We tried to get the XV stuck on steep, snow-covered hills and in a forest in the dark going too quickly, but every time this Scooby managed to rescue itself. And the cabin? The seats are comfortable, but if you're used to the sorts of multimedia efforts Audi, BMW and Mercedes provide, then you'll be in for disappointment. It isn't that Subaru's system is bad, per se, but it's slow to operate, meaning we missed several junctions, and can't hold a candle to the German carmaker's graphical design. Our switchgear has the emphasis firmly on rugged rather than refined, but that's fine in a car like this, we reckon. The driver has fantastic visibility of the road, though. Subaru's designers have gone to great lengths to ensure the pillars are small and you have quarter windows on A and C to iron out blind spots. And on the subject of vision, further assistance for the driver comes in the shape of the now standard eyesight package, which includes adaptive cruise and lane keep assist along with a slew of autonomous safety kit. Crucially, we're of the opinion that this functions smoother and more intuitively than any other manufacturer's tech, and this is backed up by impressive scores in a multitude of safety tests worldwide, including 5 stars in the 2018 Spec Euro NCAP test. Verdict: we've lost count of the times we've had to label a Subaru a niche offering suitable for a small group of people with specific demands, and this new XV isn't any different. It feels polished, solid and confident, which you'd expect from a firm that's been building SUVs as long as Subaru has. Add to that genuine on- and off-road capability, an impressive kit list and industry-leading driver assistance tech. It's starting to look rather compelling. Its major problem will be its affordability, because with the best will in the world, Subaru's UK operation isn't able to engage in a price war with the bigger players. So it's expensive to buy outright, and PCP and finance packages are so-so at best. As a consequence, This all but writes it off for 4 and 5 car buyers. And on paper, the running costs of a diesel, or even a two-wheel drive petrol SUV, are a far more compelling option. But as we said at the start, it isn't all about on paper pros and cons. The XV is an appealing little thing, flawed but appealing. If you buy one outright, not only will you have bought a good car, but one that'll probably keep on going for a decade or more. For its engineering and feel-good factor, we like the XV, as we do Subaru for sticking to its principles. But for someone who a car will do just nicely, this option isn't going to stack up.